Hi guys, Elshanko here, and welcome to another edition of You Can't Win Anything with Kids with Manchester United on Football Manager 2016. Now, admittedly, yet again, I've gone a little bit further than I said I was going to, but there is a reason, and that's because we're playing Tottenham in the league. It's just one more game from what I've said I was going to play, and it's Tottenham in the league. Now, Tottenham, if you don't know, are top of the league. We're sitting in fourth. So I thought this would be a better game to watch than against Everton, who are ninth. So I thought you guys would prefer to see us try and play a top team rather than playing a sort of mediocre team. Um, so far, since the last game you watched was our 3-0 win against Chelsea, which avenged the 3-0 win that they beat us. So since then, it's kind of been a mixed match sort of a thing. We started off with a 2-0 win against Villa, which I was very pleased at. Nothing really major to write home about. They had more shots, 17 shots, great goalkeeping by Connor Cullen, kept us in it, to be honest. I mean, 8.3 rating for the youngster, really brilliant from him. Scored two early goals, and that was game over. As you can see, Cullen, McInally, Lindsay, Bannigan, McCarthy all started, and Wilson, McLaughlin, and Penrith came off the bench. Um, not really doing very much when they came on, but it's game time for them, which was good. So that was that game. Then we went a wee change of pace in the FA Cup third round against Nottingham Forest, my favourite English team, by the way, and 1-1 draw. So that basically means a replay, which again, not too bad for these players' development, because obviously the more games they get, the better they're going to be, hopefully. Um, Usual experimental cup team that I went with here, with Cullen, McInally, Lindsay, Bannigan, McLaughlin, Nisbet, all starting, and Wilson, McCarthy, and Penrice off the bench. Um, McLaughlin got injured after 35 minutes and was replaced with McCarthy, so he got basically an entire half and a bit more. So it was okay. Nothing major. Again, we kind of even game. They had more possession. We had more shots. Um, Injury time equaliser, which really hurt. I was sitting there thinking, yes, we're through, no problem. But injury time equaliser, so it's a replay. So back into the Premier League, I had a disappointing 2-2 draw with Newcastle at St James's. Now, I know a couple of Newcastle fans, and they may be jumping up and down if it went 2-1 to them, but we started off so well. Higuain with a goal in the second minute. I'm going to show you this. It was a cross, I believe, from Michael McMullen, who was back in the side after a long period out. I believe he put this ball in. Here's David Wilson. A ball back to Schweinsteiger. Good ball out to McMillan. What a ball in, and there's Higuain to tap it in to put us 1-0 up. So that was us 1-0 up. Then we just sort of fell apart. It really did fall apart. Newcastle equalised, Mitrovic in 38, and then Perez in 43 sent them 2-1 up at half time. And looking at the shots and the possession, we clearly got battered. And no word of a lie, when Memphis Depay popped up with 5 minutes to go, off the bench obviously, I brought on reinforcements at half time. I was just fed up. We were losing, so I threw on the big guns. And well, when Depay scored, I was literally bouncing up and down with glee. It was just such a good moment for us as a club, because it was like, that's us. We've had a serious deluge here. We've been hammered, battered, whatever you want to call it, and we've scored. And we came back into it in a draw. Not the worst result in the world, but certainly not the best. So then we play the FA Cup replay against Forest. We win, but we needed extra time, which was disappointing again. But this again was another experimental team, and you can see they were all knackered by the end of it, because they've been playing so many games, and the replays don't help. Let's just put it that way. Excellent performance, especially goes to Stuart Bannigan, who was the captain today. 8.2 rating, really turning out into a good player for this side now. If you just look at him, he's beginning to show the qualities that he's got, and these ratings are going up and up and up. And to be honest, his potential ability there says decent rating for senior team. Current ability says useful rating. He's more than useful. Let me tell you that right now. And that wee loan at Brentford gave him a wee stint as well. That was really good earlier on in the season. So, yeah, really pleased with that. The one thing that I do want to show you from this game though is the winning goal. Not because it was anything great or anything, but just because I want to relive it again. It was a total scramble in the box here. Pinball, and there's Depay putting the ball into the back of the net. This is a trademark finish from Depay. Personally, I think it was just a goal with scramble, but we'll take it. We're through to the next round. As you can see, we've already played that game, but let's quickly diverse to the Everton game, which was next. Another draw in the league, and this is what the problem is. We can't seem to get, we get 4 or 5 wins in a row, and then we get 3 or 4 draws. It's really frustrating. This was the Romelu Lukaku show. I'm going to show you 2 things here. One of them was the own goal, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I have to say, absolutely hilarious. I was laughing when this went in. I just couldn't believe that anyone in their right mind would be so stupid as this. Watch this. Corner comes in, it's headed back, and there's Lukaku. Now, if you don't see that, what he did was he basically just stands there and chests the ball into the net, which is just stupid. I mean, why would you do that? The only thing I want to show you is Leighton Baines' missed penalty. Although it really wasn't a Leighton Baines missed penalty, it was a Connor Cullen save. And what's this save? He stands big. Stands big here. Connor Cullen, 18 years old, remember. World at his feet. So Baines steps up to take the penalty, and Cullen doesn't move, but he saves it. He just stands big and saves it. That is what we're after from the big goalkeeper. I say big goalkeeper, he's 6 foot, so he's about 3 inches taller than me, but not big for a goalkeeper. He did well on that occasion. So, that leads us on to the FA Cup 4th round and another draw, which means another replay. Which again isn't bad for the youngsters to get more game time, but it's just causing a fixture headache, to be honest with you. Experimental side taken to new levels in this one. Miroslav Klose came back in for his first game in a long while. He's beginning to show his age now. He's still very experienced, very good, but beginning to show his age. And also, Chris Smalling returned to the fray as well after being out for a while because Marcos Rojo had basically kicked up a stink that he wasn't getting games. So I played Rojo for a while. So Smalling's back in the team now. I was Christopher Lloyd Smalling. Fair enough. I was really pleased with that. We got an 88th minute equaliser from Juan Mata. Nothing much to say here, but apparently a good cross from Luke Shaw. Straight into Mata, goal, 1 each, replay. So that was really pleasing for us to get a replay out of that, because we were down from like 6th minute. So that all leaves us in a position of 4th, as I showed you earlier on. Not that much different between us, West Ham, Arsenal, Man City, even down to Newcastle. Then there's a gap. So the top 8 are being to sort of fly away with it, which is rather good for us. I mean, if we can just stick on the coattails of these two, then I think we've got a chance. So the board weren't overly happy the last time I checked it with our league position. Yeah, 43%. They're not happy. They expect us to win the league, but hopefully we'll be able to prove them wrong and win something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into team selection here for today's game. Now, interesting thing I need to tell you is that a couple of our players have gone out on loan since the last episode. Matthew McAnally, I thought it'd be good to get him on loan, get him regular game time, because we're coming at the business end of the season and trying to get these guys game time. So he's gone to Stranraer on loan. I basically said he has to be first team. He has to be first team. I don't care. He's gone on loan for 3 months, so he might come back at the end of the season. Jordan Layden, I think I already mentioned it. He's actually gone on loan to Forfar, and he's played 3 games already. Scored 1 goal, which is good for the midfielder. Who else has gone on loan? Who else? Oh yeah, Kevin Nisbet has gone on loan to Morton as well. It's his second loan deal of the season. I just felt that coming at the business end needs first team football, and realistically speaking, if we can get him first team football and get him playing up there all the time, then that's going to be better for him. So I've given him a month out in the lovely town of Greenock. If you've ever been to Scotland, don't go to Greenock, whatever you do. For want of a better phrase, it's a shithole. But yeah, so he'll take in the glorious sights of Greenock and Gourock over the next wee while. So that's all good for him. So that leaves us with a starting berth at right back for Matteo Darmian, who'll be coming back in, and a striking post which will have to be filled as well, which I believe Higuain would be perfect for. Now, there's a couple of things I want to maybe change, because we're playing the top team, so I think I'm going to go with our strongest team possible. I'm going to take out the kids for this game, just this one game, because to be honest, this is a big one. This is a huge game. This means so much. If we were to get a decent result here, then it would set us up very much for the future. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave Liam Lindsay in there, because I think he's one of our better defenders anyway. He has been all season. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, well, how does that work? But he's had 7.15 average on loan, a 6.92 average with us. He's actually been playing really quite well. And his attributes don't lie. I mean, he's improving as a player. So I'm going to keep him in there. He's going to be my token youngster. Under Herrera, should I bring him back? Yeah, I'll bring him back in for Bannigan. Swap him and Schneider on. And then put Bannigan on the bench. Yeah, McMullen and Cullen are there as well, so that's quite good. So yeah, is Robo still? Yeah, he's pleased to get him some first team football, so I'll put him into the Daily Blind because Daily Blind's rubbish. Let's face facts. So right, let's get right into this game now. Big game here. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, if we win, we win. We lose, we lose. We're playing the top team, so losing is expected. But after all, we're Man United. We shouldn't be losing. Teams are warming up. So this will be an interesting task. I mean, they're favourites, obviously, because they're top of the league. But, we've always got a chance. Why are you asking me about that? So, put that key highlights again. Let's change that. Goal action. And there we go. That's us. Right, let's go. So, they've gone with Lloris, Dyer, Rose, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Dembele, Bentaleb, Eriksson, Lamela, Chadley and Kane. So, overall, I think it's going to be quite a tough game. But, what am I going to say? What are we going to go with? Go out and impress me, I think. And, as usual, I've got faith in you. Should hopefully help. Get some players going out there with smiles on their faces. And let's get this started. Right. Man U v Tottenham. At the Lane. It's a good tackle by Darmian. Welcome back to the team. That was one of the reasons why I dropped him in the first place. It was also to give McAnally a wee game, but also because Darmian, he loves a challenge. He's no shy of a rash challenge, so we'll wait and see what happens here. Chadley to Dembele. Dembele's got the ball. Back to Rose. Good ball in, and it's a goal. No, it's not. It's offside. Whew. Breathe a sigh of relief there. Lamela. Offside. It looked like a decent goal, but we'll see. Ball in. Oh, he's just offside. By a ball here. So, that was a warning. A wake-up call. Oh no. Harry Kane, he's this. Oh, good tackle, Smalling. But. Oh, thank God. Oh, dear. Tell you what, this team sometimes he really does put you to the sword. Ericsson. Come on, get it out. Get out to them! Stop sitting deep. Why are you sitting deep? I'm not telling you to sit deep. It's all them. We're getting absolutely battered. Good save to here. I'm going to change something. It's early, but I'm going to change something. Because we're getting battered in there. I'm going to say... What we're going to do is... We're going to be more expressive. And get stuck in. Screw it. Let's go for it. I just feel like we need to get stuck in more in that midfield. And, you know, obviously spread the passes about a bit more. Because we've not been doing that in the opening 8 minutes or so. So, something needs to change. Harry Kane's a danger man. Oh, well done, Ryan Giggs. Jesus. I can even Stevie Wonder can see that. Christ. Who makes up these things? Ah, there you go. There you go. Well done, Ryan Giggs. Harry Kane's a bloody danger. So I make the change to tell someone to mark him, and what happens? He scores. Well done. Right. Now the way I usually do this is the minute I start losing, I actually go back to control. Which some people will say, well, that's just weird. But what it's doing is it's basically saying, right, lads, we're losing. Just calm down for 10 minutes or so. Look to control the game, look to get your foot on the ball, and hopefully get back into it. That's not a good goal for us, Arsenal scoring against West Brom. But let's see, Shaw, Schweinsteiger. Look at, oh, come on! Fuck's sake, Schweinsteiger. What are you doing? There's just no fight in there at all. There's just no fight. I'm telling them that they've got to do something well, and there's just no fight. They're just walking through us. How does that get stuck in? That's awful. That's absolutely awful. Right. Okay. Attacking, and we'll change to highly structured. Because fluid's clearly not going to work today. So we'll go highly structured and see if that brings some solidity into the team. You can now see why Tottenham are top. They're a bloody good side. And if they actually went on to win the league, to be honest, I wouldn't be that bothered. I'd rather them win it than like Man City or Chelsea or Arsenal or Liverpool. I'd much rather Tottenham win it. Just someone different. Obviously, if Man United won it, then it'd be amazing, and I'd get plaudits. But I don't think so. And that's 3. Oh dear. Things to change. Take off Rooney. He's rubbish anyway. Bring on Bannigan again. Arnold Herrera doesn't impress me at all. He just doesn't. It's great. We're getting beat anyway. We're getting hammered, so we might as well just bring on McMullen and give him some game time, really. I mean, the changes could make it much worse, because I mean, if we kept on at this rate, we'd lose 9-0. So, and Memphis Depay can't even score. Well, this is just slightly frustrating, but there's all an education about how your players play. And the thing I've always said is, you learn a lot in defeat about your team, about your players, about the way the attitude is, everything. And to be honest, when I've played games with the kids and they look good, then there's quite a lot of fight in the kids. Whereas this team, I don't know if it's just the older players coming back in or whatever, but a lot of them don't seem up for the fight. You know, we should never be 3-0 down here. Offside away! He's never offside. It's clearly a mile onside. See, it's things like that that you just think, if that just went for you, it could spark something. But unfortunately, it didn't. And it looks like we're going to lose this game anyway. But it's still early days, so we'll see. Big win, but that's just pathetic. I mean, there's just no fight there at all from these guys. No fight whatsoever. There's no desire, no hunger, no anything. So, bugger this, team talk. Aggressively. Show some passion, show something that shows me that you're... Oh. You know, sometimes in football, you just got to sit and take your medicine. We've had some good games this season, and this is undoubtedly a stinker. Yeah. Not really a lot can say about this, to be honest. We're getting absolutely destroyed. And we don't seem to do anything in front of goal. But to be honest, I'm actually laughing here. It's actually quite amusing that we're actually getting hammered. And it's not for the reason you might think. It's basically because now I know that the way I was doing it was right. You know, it might have been different to play the youngsters, but we'll see. No, forget team talks now. Just go for it. Who cares? We're losing 4-0 at half time. Just go out and play. Do something. Show me that you are worth the money that you're getting paid, which is hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. Oh, here we go again. You know, watching this is quite painful, because I know, you know, it's not the result that's painful. It's what's going to follow on from the result that's painful, because I know that I'm going to get a very angry board. I mean, you can't just say to them, well, it was one game, you know, give us a break here, we're trying to and they're top of the league. You can't do that. So just try and contain them now. Bugger it, stay at 5. It's 5, it's a hammering, but just keep it at 5. We've just got hammered. How different this is to the last live call when we won 3-0 against Chelsea. This is just night and day. It's a better team, technically, that I've got on the pitch as well. Just don't get it at all. Oh, come on, give us a goal. Give us a goal, just something, some crumb of comfort that can take away from the game, please. Just a goal. Ball over the top. The pie. McMullen. Bannigan. What can Banzo do? Schneiderlin. Ball out. Darmian. Go for it. Run! Acres of room. Yes! Yes! Goal! Comeback is on. Nah, it's not really. But the goal, that's something to take out of the game. It's a good finish, to be fair. It was a good team move, but realistically, we're not going to get back into it. But it's something. We've stopped the rot. 5-0. It was looking pretty hopeless. 5-1. It's still hopeless, but at least we've got a goal on the board. At least we've got something to show for it. I like the 3 substitutes were involved in that goal. McMullen, Bannigan, and Depay, which was good. Oh, there you go, Matteo Darmian, man. 5.3 rating. I mean, that is. I think I could play in a game like this and get a bit on a 5.3. Come back, Matthew McAnally, always forgiven. Game's just ticking away now. To be honest, I'm quite happy with it ticking away. It can tick away as much as it wants. We've been destroyed. Pure and simply destroyed. No holding back on this one. We're absolutely humiliated. And I just hope the board will allow me to. We've moved up. That's incredible. We've actually moved up a position. Well, we're down to 6th overall, but we moved up a position from 7th, which we were holding after this game. So, I'll take the positives out of it. Why don't we? Darmian suddenly got up to 6.3, so he must have had a really good couple of minutes. Andy Carroll scoring for West Ham. Isn't it funny that the game's so boring that I'm actually concentrating on other scores? Ah, dear me. And Bannigan's going to pick up a booking as well. Oh no, he's not. That's good. And this will be in the game. And 5-1, trounced. Absolutely trounced. I cannot. Disappointing. No, I think that performance was disgusting. Actually. I just wish you could actually write something in here to the team to say that was a disgrace, blah blah blah. I just think we're down to 6 now. We've still got 14 games to go, so not out of it by any manner of means. But that's disappointing. So we'll see what the board have got to say about this one. And I tell you, they won't be happy. That it's one thing getting losing to Tottenham. It's another thing getting humiliated. And let's see, fans devastated. Match confidence. The fans are disappointed. What about the board? 37% now. I'm still satisfied with my performance as manager, but 28% in the league. Ouch. We need some serious good games in the league, boys. We really do. That was a shocker. Yeah, of course, damn, too damn right. I slammed the team. Right, so I'll leave it here, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll hopefully upload another one very soon. We're sixth in the league. It's not looking good at present, but hopefully, if we can get second overall in the season, I'd be delighted. Second or third, quite happy with that. The board might not be, but I would be. They expect to win the Premier League. Away you go. That's not what this season's all about. So, looking at the schedule, sometimes I don't think this is even worth doing because depending on which games get moved and things like that for replays and stuff like that, I'd like to come back round about the Roma game. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, no, I'll play through until the Man City game because they're fifth and that'll be a big game. It's a local rival, obviously. So I'll play that. And then looking forward, probably Liverpool, who are second. Then I'll do a separate one for the Arsenal game, and then I'll do the last game of the season, and that'll be the season over. So hopefully we can pick up some more wins in the league before the Man City game. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 league games. So Southampton, West Ham, Norwich, and Stoke. Realistically, we should be winning them all. We should be. No doubt about that. We should be winning every single one of those games. Cardiff in the FA Cup and Roma in the first knockout round of the Champions League as well. So a lot of big games. Hopefully enjoying the series, and if you are, leave a like and drop a comment just to let me know your thoughts on how the series is going. Any thoughts of which of the youngsters that we bought from Thistle that maybe they're your favourites? Maybe you want to see them played a bit more. Maybe you think there's a better position for them to be playing. Maybe you think the training that I'm doing is not right on them. All feedback's welcome, guys. Honestly, it would be much appreciated because I'm just feeling a bit in the dark on this, trying to work out which is best for the players, how best to play it. So any feedback's more than welcome, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.